What's going on, guys? Day after the commercials, and I'm feeling good. I feel rested, and I am about to get ready and go to the gym for a max effort chest day. Because I was so low coming into this workout, I have no idea where my strength is going to be, but I do feel good. I do feel well rested. Excited to start eating and drinking again. We are going to use my rice cooker tonight. Stoked about that. As you guys may or may not know, my power went out for like a considerable amount of time, so I have to take my chicken that I bought back to the store, and hopefully they will let me go get a new one that is not spoiled, because I'm pretty sure the one I have now definitely has some salmonella. That's just my guess, but we'll see if they are cool with that. And yeah, we're gonna go try and push some heavy weight on the bench, and come home and I'll be making some chicken and some rice in my rice cooker. I'm excited. Bye. Alright guys, about to go to the gym. As you may or may not know, I am a fan of pre, intra, even post, I guess you could say, but that's not really what I'm talking about. Workout supplementation. And when I first started lifting, I took a pre-workout, and it was the greatest thing known to man. For the past 6 or 7 months, I really haven't taken anything pre-workout necessarily. I've just taken my this stuff, amino energy, during my workout. So some BCAAs during my workout. Now that does have, I think, 120 milligrams of caffeine from green tea extract. So there was a little boost in there. But now that I'm almost out of that stuff, I am switching over to a different intra workout drink. And I think it makes a lot of sense, at least for me. So I'm going to start having, this happens to be Powerade Mountain Berry Blast, but I wouldn't be opposed to some Gatorade Lemon Lime as well. You know, I like to train like an athlete. I like to look like an athlete. When I think of the top athletes of the world, professional football players, honestly, come to mind as the ideal physique that most Americans would like to have. It's not the IFBB pro bodybuilders, and honestly, it's not even the pro physique competitors. The average American would be ecstatic to look and perform as well as a professional athlete. You know, just because a professional athlete performs great on the field, you know, doesn't mean they suck at the rest of their life, if that makes sense. So in other words, I can't talk today. It's easy for them to get in and out of bed. It's easy for them to carry groceries in. It's easy for them to do everything because they are generally, their GPP, general physical preparedness, is so great. So because their athletic level is up here, everything below that is just that much easier, is what I'm trying to say. It is so hot in here, I'm like about to sweat. Anyways, that was kind of a tangent. But what do they drink at halftime? What do they drink during the games? What are the top athletes of the world drinking as they perform? It is not BCAAs. It is not pre-workout. They're drinking this stuff. They're drinking sports drinks. So as I train, I think I'm going to start drinking these sports drinks. They do have electrolytes, which is great. And they also have some sugar in them. And I think that sugar is what our bodies need. As a matter of fact, I know that's what our bodies need when we are performing. Our muscles contract. How do they contract? They use glucose, which is sugar. So they need sugar to contract. Boom! So I'm going to be drinking a sports drink during my workout now instead of my BCAAs, which I was drinking previously. Only, for the most part, partly because, see how I digress there? Partly because those are like $1 a serving. And this 80 servings cost me like $7. Boom. Was that like 10 cents a serving? I don't know. But it's a lot less. And if the top athletes of the world are doing it, why am I not doing it? Alright guys, exciting stuff. Powerade, boom. First time ever using this food scale. Let me pull this out. Oh yeah. Pulling the tab out. This thing is ready to go. Let's check it out. So that should set it back to 0. Now I am going to set my shaker cup on here. Tare, however you say it. That just zeroes everything out. Now, let me put some. Give me a sec, bro. Let me put a scooper in here. So one serving for this is going to be 21 grams. So I'm going to take a little spoon. That looks pretty good. Dump it in. So another one of those. This is why you need a food scale. Because how am I going to be able to measure that without one? 21 grams, one serving. This is what I'm going to be drinking during my workout. Alright guys, just loaded up the bar. 275 I believe is going to be what I work up to today as far as my 1 rep max, if you will. I did it weeks ago, but that was when I was about 175. I'm about 160 right now, so we'll see if I can get it. Alright guys, so just tied a PR, 15 pounds less than what I weighed last time I moved this much weight. So I think that's one of the best things about cutting for a short amount of time, is you really don't lose that much strength. At least for me, I don't lose that much strength. As a matter of fact, I didn't lose any technically. I just tied my PR. I've never done more than 275, so, and I really like the leanness that I'm at right now. So I think I'm actually going to stay relatively lean and slowly add calories back in, but I don't think I'm just going to jump right back to 175. Even though 160 is really small, I'm still pushing a decent amount of weight, and I might hang around 165. I might go up to 165, see if I can keep my leanness and keep adding strength. Eventually I'll plateau at 165, then maybe I'll go to 167. You know, just staying as lean as I can while still gaining strength. But once I stop gaining strength, you know, obviously I'll need to gain a little weight to keep that going up. So just finding that balance. 225 back off 6, half 5 in my head, 3 sets of 5, but 6 felt good, so. I'm gonna put myself on the timer. I'm gonna rest 90 seconds, a minute and a half, and then I think I'm gonna AMRAP it again, go 90 seconds off, AMRAP it again. If you're doing RPE, maybe 9. I probably don't have one left in the tank, but I might have like half of one. So hopefully we'll get 6 again, but as many as we can. Alright, what came up a little bit on the last couple of reps, but I wanted 6. So as you get more experience, you'll learn how to cheat reps. I'm not saying you should always do that, but you just have something in your head that you really want. In this case, I really wanted 6. You know how to get that number, even if it's not always that clean. Only got 4, so I'm gonna rest like 20 seconds and then I'm gonna go for 2 more because I've done 2 sets of 6. I want 3 sets of 6. So I'm catching my breath right now. Not even gonna cut. Let's go right back into it. May not get a double, but may have to go single. We'll see. It's gonna be a long clip, but it's all good. Something that has improved dramatically since I started training 11 years ago is my work capacity, my ability to recover. So it doesn't take me long to be ready to go max effort again. And I think that comes with time, but I think it's important to train. And one way that you can build your work capacity is to time your rest periods. Over time, that will increase the amount of work that you can do within a specific amount of time, thus improving your ability to recover. So I think if you're an athlete of any kind, it's so important that you implement that. You want a great work capacity, because it's not good to be able to cover a receiver when he runs a post, and the next play he runs a corner, scores a touchdown, and you couldn't keep up because you were drained from, tracking him down on his post route. So work capacity is very important as an athlete. All right, guys. Second exercise, moving into close grip incline dumbbell presses. Whoa, we're all over the place. I'm using 55 pounds because I'm spent from my flat barbell bench. But this is just an accessory exercise, so it's okay if you're not pushing maximal weight. As long as you're hitting your targeted rep ranges with some intensity, you're gonna be fine. Let's get to it. Second accessory move after my max effort on the flat barbell bench press. So it's going to be this incline hammer press. I love this machine, especially towards the end of my accessory work, because it's guided as my muscles, my stabilizer muscles, tire out a bit, I can still go heavy on this and not worry about tweaking anything. It's a set motion, it's a set path. So I like to throw this and other machine exercises towards the end of my max effort and even my hypertrophy work, to be honest. But not really gonna warm up with this. I've got a plate and a quarter on each side. I'm gonna go straight into my working sets. So looking for 3 sets, anywhere from 8 to 12 reps. That was a little light. Let's go heavier. Alright guys, another little tip. So I just did 2 plates on each side and for a set of 12. And I was thinking, let's throw 10s on and go for 8. So go for the lower rep range of that capacity. But overall volume will be higher if I actually stick to these 2 plates and go for 12 reps again. So I think it's important when you're training to, although your ego may want to add a little bit more and lower the reps, if you've already done that maximal work, then I say err on the side of higher repetitions, build that motor pattern, allow those muscles to contract more frequently. Even if it's slightly lighter weight, over time, that added volume will be more weight and more workload. Alright, let's get 12. Hey. Last one. Did it. Alright guys, workout complete. Chicken switch complete. They were super nice, didn't even ask any questions. Just let me go get more. So that was awesome. Workout felt really good today. Just happy with how everything is going. I kind of have a newfound energy now that I'm eating again. Maybe that's why. But I just feel like some sense of accomplishment. That I set my mind to something and achieved it, that I delivered, that I over-delivered, that I was diligent in my efforts. And I think that's important, that we set little goals and we hold ourselves accountable and we achieve them. You know, there's nothing worse than setting a goal and not completing it. I think that's a really, really bad habit to get into and a bad character trait. I think if you say you're gonna do something, you should do it. And I think if you set a goal for yourself, you should do it. Now, granted, there are exceptions, but for the most part, I think that it is so important to be a man or woman of your word. And there's no exception to that. The reason I said that there were exceptions was if, say, you have your goal set on being a doctor, and you have a change of heart and you really feel passionate about something else and you go for that, that's okay. That's the exception. I think it's always important to follow your heart. But if the going gets tough, get tough with it, or get tougher, or whatever. Anyways, as I said, having a really good day. And I think it's important that you appreciate the little things. You appreciate the good workouts. You appreciate them being polite and allowing me to switch bad chicken for good chicken. Those are the things that need to bring happiness and joy. Don't just hang your hat on the big things, because more little things will happen to you in your lifetime than big things. And it's the little things that need to warm your heart. Anyways, gonna go home, clean up, have a lot of editing to do. I am very behind. But in other news, we are cooking tonight. I'm gonna show you guys what I cooked and how I cook it, because it's going to be the first time that I use my Aroma rice cooker. So I'm excited for that. I'm gonna get off here because I probably need to focus on the road. This camera is in my face. So I will see you guys later tonight in the kitchen. Energy. Alright guys, so about to start cooking. I'm going to cut the chicken up into little bite-sized pieces, trim all the fat, and lay it out on the cooking sheet, which is already sprayed with non-stick spray. I'm going to season it, and then I'm going to clean all the rice, measure it, put it in the rice cooker. That is when I will pick up this video. Of course, have John C. Maxwell preaching the gospel in the background. It's an opportunity for me to be within my work, be within cooking and everything, but still
my first church was in Southern Indiana.
Have more going on, if that makes sense. So if you're in a position where you can play music or have something going on in the background, I challenge you to make it something that will make you more educational and more well-rounded. You know, it's okay to listen to your rap stuff or whatever you like to listen to in the gym, but outside of the gym, let's try to get better. Let's try to expand our mental capacity and hear words from the wise. And even if it's subconscious, you know, even if I'm focused over here, that's still going on in the background. You know, so instead of it, you know, preaching about, you know, all the dark things that we hear on the media and on the radio and things like that, it's positive, it's positive, it's positive. So everything that goes in my mind is positive, it's uplifting, it brings me up. So even when I'm not focused on it, it's still going on in my head. So, anyways, just some, I don't know, just a tip. Try it. I enjoy it. Alright, I'll see you when I'm making this rice. Chicken is now cut, and I'm actually not going to season it because I'm going to have it with rice most of the time, and I have some like hoisin and garlic sauce and barbecue sauce that I will just put on it as needed. So I'm actually just going to spread that out and put it in the oven. 450 degrees for about 45 minutes is perfect. Now, I don't want to disappoint you guys, but I'm not using the rice cooker for 2 reasons. 1, it intimidates me. But 2, and more importantly, I bought this stuff, if you guys recall, in one of my shopping, cooking, grocery store videos. I bought this, and there's another one in my cabinet for like 35 cents. So it's not a big deal. I could throw them away, but I don't want to. They went bad 5 days ago. Rice, it's probably good for at least another few months, even though technically it's expired. It's probably still fine, but I just want to knock these out so I don't extend how long they are expired before I have them. So I'm not going to be using my incredible Aroma rice cooker. Instead, I'm just going to use my microwave, cook up this rice-a-roni. It's going to make about a cup of rice, that's it? Oh, well, that'll be perfect. About a cup of rice, and I'll probably have 6 ounces of chicken. So I'm gonna preheat the oven right now and get this in there as soon as I can. And this only takes 6 minutes to make, whereas when I use my rice cooker, it's going to take a little bit longer. Anyways, just wanted you guys to know why I'm not using the rice cooker. I'm really scared of it. Ending this video with This is what I was looking for. So I've got my chicken and rice in here. Around 6 ounces of chicken with the rice, just stirring it up. I'll give you a close-up shot of that because I know you're just dying to see it. And I also have a little side salad. So let's cut to a close-up after I put my delicious sauces on. Alright guys, we got some rice and chicken with the hoisin sauce, the salad tossed with the buffalo ranch, and a Diet Coke. That is going to conclude this video. Thank you so much for watching, as always. And as soon as it focuses, we're out.